Hello everybody, this is Deku here, and we're back with What If Deku had a guardian. Part, I think, 4 or 5. Anyway, moving on. Where was I? Anyway, after they turn in their written exam, and President Mike is explaining the robots, which Ida stands up and says, "You only have explained 3 robots, and the paper says there are 4. If this is a part on UA, I am fairly disappointed." And he points at, and he says, "And you," as he points to Zuko and, well, you too, and you two, as he points at Izuku and Jackie. "What are you doing here wearing masks? What are you doing in here wearing masks? I would suggest the heroes to escort you out of here, since that is very suspicious." As Izuku just is like, Izuku kind of just, like, doesn't say anything, he just, like, kind of flips him off, and just, like, so, yeah, and Ida's getting very mad, but yeah. But anyway, moving on. And I'm just gonna say the heroes didn't really fucking mind it, because they thought, maybe they're just trying to flash off hero costumes or something. Which this is what they would be wearing for their hero costume. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. They go on to the field, and Izuku and Jacket are just kind of standing there, not really doing much. Which Mike comes up on the speaker and says, "Are you all ready?" As the doors open, he says, 1, 2, 3, as Jacket and Izuku run in as fast as possible. Well, everyone else is staying back, like, what are they doing? As President Mike comes in and on the microphone and says, "What are you doing? Just standing there. No real hero should wait for someone to tell them to go. They just go. Now get going." Anyway, and the rest of the students follow after them, which Izuku and Jacket were already about 15 points ahead of them. Which the heroes did notice that Jacket and Izuku were pulling out guns out of nowhere, which they thought that their quirks were something to do with Arsenal or something. Which, when they checked it, it said that they were quirkless. So they're like, strange. It didn't really look like they were carrying anything on them. Which, I'm going to say that Jacket and Izuku are so good at concealing their guns that people would, like, pat them down trying to feel for it, and they'll just, like, pat the pocket that has, like, the gun in it, and it'll be like, there's nothing here, it's just this, there's nothing here, and then he'll pull a gun out of his pocket, like, so, yeah. As Izuku and Jacket pretty much split up to get more points. Izuku, at some point, was surrounded by a bunch of... Oh, yeah, he has pretty much all his guns in the game, but he doesn't have all of them with him. He only has, I'm going to say, the 2 pistols and 2 Uzis. That's what he has. He just has the 2 Uzis and the 2 pistols. So at some point, Izuku... And one other thing, but he doesn't carry this in the actual game. Izuku was surrounded by a bunch of robots, and same was Jacket. Jacket just pretty much would full on berserk and pretty much fired at some of them, while also running at one of them with his bat and bashing it in. Pretty much on his situation. With Izuku, he just pulled a frying pan from the back of his shirt and tossed it in the air while pulling out his 2 Uzis and firing at it in such angles to the point where it goes all around him. Which I did not say this, but Izuku also trained on that during the 10 months of training, which when he did that, destroyed all the robots around him. I'm gonna say Jacket just has a baseball bat and his Uzi. That's all I'm gonna say he has on right now, because Izuku's not gonna fucking bring his shotgun, because that thing tears like a motherfucker. That thing kicks like a mule and tear you in half. Not even tear you in half. That thing will blow you to bits. And then he doesn't have his I don't know. It's an assault rifle, but I don't know what type. And it has it has a second barrel that he fires bombs out of. So yeah. He does not have those. Nor does he have a sniper. Nor does he have a sniper. Which has a green laser on it instead of a yellow one. Aha! Anyway, moving on. Izuku would catch the frying pan and just put it away. As Pedro would pull up saying that there is something coming, as Izuku would feel the ground rumble and see the 0 pointer, and he's like, well, can I take it on? He's just looking at his weapons, and he's like, no. So he starts running away. But before he was completely away, he heard someone calling for help, which Izuku turned around to see some brown-haired girl trapped under rubble. Izuku's like, God damn it, I gotta get in there. Which Izuku would go over to her, not him, and lift up the rubble and pick her up. Which Izuku would also, while running away, look at the robot, trying to see if he can find any weak points. Which he did. He found some weak points on it, which then he put the girl safely away in an alleyway, and he said, wait here. While Izuku runs out into the open and focuses as much as he possibly can, and then pulls out his pistols and fires at all the points over the weak points, which then the robot would collapse and fall to it. It wouldn't be destroyed, but it would be collapsed and no longer be capable of working. Which Izuku would go over to the girl, reload, pick up the girl, and take her to Recovery Girl's office. Afterwards, Izuku leaves. Oh wait, he didn't say anything. I don't know if I made him say something to the Uraraka. But if I did say that, he did not say anything. As he leaves and meets up with Jacket, as they both leave and they go back to their houses. Izuku goes back home and sits in his room, going through his ammo box, because Izuku has one of those, for plot. So then but he doesn't have infinite bullets. But he doesn't have plot. Also, he doesn't have Arsenal for the people, because I gave him an ability called Arsenal, which he was capable of just pretty much pulling up any gun that he touched. He does not have that ability. He literally just is so good at hiding guns, same with Jacket, or any weapon that he has, to the point where it would feel like he's summoning out a gun. But anyway, 2 weeks passed. Izuku gets the letter, he opens it up. Yada yada yada. It's all my on the screen saying. Oh, I didn't say how many points they got. I'm gonna say they both got. Well, Izuku would get higher. Jacket got 80 points, while Izuku got 85 points in villain. But hold up. 85 plus. Damn it! Now I don't want to be higher than All Might because he wanted. Damn it. Anyway, moving on. He got about. Nope. He got about 25 points in here. 25 hero points, which would make him have 85, 90, 110 points. All in general, which I'm pretty sure All Might is 120, so he did not surpass All Might. but he did get pretty high. So yada yada yada. Izuku would be like, yes, and then the disc would explode as he calls up Jacket asking if he passed. And Jacket said he passed with 85 points. And Izuku said I passed with 110, not 85 points, 80 points. And Izuku would say I passed with 110 points, which means Izuku got first place, Jacket got second place, and Bakugo got third place, and everyone below that got their Arcanic place. Just moved down. So yeah, who would Jacket replace in this? We got Mineta, because I don't want to deal with Mineta. Anyway, moving on. Izuku and Jacket will get their uniforms, which, yeah. Anyway, the day of the first day of school comes by. Izuku and Jacket meet up and head to school. They're both wearing the uniforms, while Jacket has his jacket over his uniform because it's Jacket, and then Izuku doesn't. They're still wearing the masks, but yada yada yada. Sorry for the pause. Man, this is going actually a lot more faster than I thought. Damn. Anyway, moving on. Well, not a lot more faster, but like that fight scene actually felt like an actual entrance exam scene, But anyway, moving on. Izuku goes to. They both go there. Yada yada yada. They both make it there. And they're like, who the fuck? Who? They see the huge door of 1A, and they're like, who is this big? And they walk in, and they see Bakugo. And Ida yelling at Bakugo about sitting in the seat wrong. They both would look at him and just be like, okay. As they walk past them, taking a seat next to each other. As Ida will again yell at a Jacket and Izuku for wearing the mask, a Jacket not obeying dress code, which a Jacket does not care. Neither does Izuku. So they both kind of just right there. Anyway, that's where I'm gonna leave. The rest of the class come in, and and that's where I'm gonna leave it off. Next time we get into. So yeah, bye.